The next factor for a leaky gut is medications. Medications is something from a very, very early age we used to consume. Something in our modern society or our culture is really pushing us to consume medications. In the past, we used to take more medicinal herbs, but medications in their synthetic chemical form is something that is only on the last 100, 150 years, maybe. And again, biologically, the amount of toxins that we putting inside our body in the form of medications that also it helps, but it comes with a price. For example, we can see the change from the mid 40s when most of the population in the Western world started to use antibiotics. And we see the amount of infections is going down. But on the other hand, the appearance of autoimmune diseases starts to happen at the same time. So it means there is a connection between antibiotics, for example, and autoimmune disease or disorders because it affects the gut biome, which is something I will later on explain about it. But what I want to say that there is a huge connection between the usage of medications and leaky gut, which leads to autoimmunity. So I'm going to read you a list of medications, and you will notice that most of the population use those medications. So acid blocking medications, antibiotics, as I told before, aspirin, ibuprofen, and any non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Prednisone, which is something that is very common to treat in not only IBD, but basically almost every autoimmune disease or disorder. Another aspect also that we talked about was also mycotoxin that I told you before. Another two minor factors, but still that are related to our body specifically, is first is stress. We can talk about two kinds of stress. There is the physical stress, for example, lack of sleep. And another aspect, of course, which is a more common term for stress, is more the emotional level. And this is something that I don't even need to explain in 2023. Today, in our world, the amount of stress that we're being put in. So this is something that we have to relate that it really causes a leaky gut. On the emotional level, it's really stressing the body because of overcreating of cortisol, which is a hormone that is related to stress, and it affects the gut. So medications, stress, and another thing, the third one is surgeries. Surgeries is something that again we're getting more and more to do surgeries, and there is a very positive aspect for that, of course, because a lot of people lost their lives because there was a lack of technology and the tools for a good surgeries. But the thing is that we're much more exposed in a situation that our body is going on through a surgery, and of course think about the amount of chemicals slash medications that were being put in our body while we're having a surgery. So do the best you can to avoid surgeries as well. So this is the main factors for now for leaky gut.